Y'all know what it is. Facts and Law, episode 3.
You did.
Excited about today's episode.
Got a special guest.
Yes, sir. Why don't you go ahead and introduce?
So what name we going by, bro? We got the 2-time heavyweight champ of the bare knuckle boxing world.
Right.
All right. Sitting with 2 belts, 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. Right out of the city too, huh? Mr. Arnold Cali Boomaye Adams, AJ, the Boogeyman. Right. What else they call you?
Yeah, man. Him.
That's him. Yeah.
Right. For sure. That's him. I mean, you know, that's whatever they want. Champ is what I've been hearing a lot lately, though.
The champ is here.
Champ. Champ. What up, champ? What's the word, champ? How you doing, champ?
Let's go, champ.
Let's start at the beginning. Like we know you from Chicago, but where about?
All right, so I was born in Alaska.
Where?
Yeah, I was born in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Okay.
My pop was in the military.
Okay.
He's from Houston. I lived in Houston for a couple years. I moved here in '92. After my brother was born. Was here for 2 years and moved to Cali.
Was you 10? How old were you? Like 7?
7.
Okay.
He was born in.
I'm a little okay with some math sometimes. I did that.
He was born in February. I think we moved here in like May, June.
Okay.
Was here 3 years maybe. I used to stay over east. 76 in King Drive. Right. And then I used to stay further east, 68th and Clyde.
Okay.
After that, we moved to California.
No, how long was at Chicago stay?
The original stay, maybe like 3 years maybe.
Okay.
So 3 years in Chicago?
Summer, I remember it was, I think, 96. We moved out there. So, yeah.
Good deal. And so then LA?
Sacramento.
Yeah. How long were you out there?
Till 2002.
Okay.
So I moved here July 2002.
Okay. So what you claim? You claim Chicago or you claim
I claim
Sac?
Chicago.
Okay.
You know, I tell everybody, like, Cali raised me, but Chicago made me.
Okay, I like that. So you say your dad was in the military. So how was he on you when you was growing up?
I really can't say because he passed when I was 5.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's not an issue. It was he smacked into a median on the freeway in Houston.
Okay.
He was racing. He loved speed. That's probably where I get it from.
Yeah, you speed too? I
can get out of a jab.
Right.
But no, yeah, he was out partying, drinking, on coke. You know, he was high out of his mind, speeding,
doing too much.
Just doing too much. Basically, lost control of the car, smacked the median. They said he died instantly when it happened.
Right.
Yeah. So, but now my mom remarried, and my stepdad, he was hard on.
Right.
You know, he had that whole military mindset. And
he was a military man too?
He was a military man too, and he was born and raised here.
Okay.
The story I used to hear about him was like the area he grew up in. He was running shit. He was well known. Well known.
What area was that?
Like 83rd and Halsted, I believe.
Okay. Oh, South Side. Okay.
He out south. But
so do you think? So he was a military man too.
Yeah.
Now, is that something that you ever wanted to do? Or did you?
You know, I was in boot camp for the Navy. Ain't nothing I really wanted to do, but my mama pushed it. She was big on the men in uniform, so I did it to make her happy. I was up in Great Lakes, the Naval boot camp up there. Graduated, and after I graduated, got the boot.
Yeah.
Fraternization.
Well, I mean, what happened?
It was a shorty.
Yeah.
You know about that. You know about such things.
Yeah, I'm military.
Okay, so she was from New York, and she was Puerto Rican, and she had that real heavy New York accent.
Just something about it.
What?
So they expected you not to do that?
It was after we graduated, so you know, I'm thinking
they expected. So you wasn't supposed to.
Wasn't supposed to.
Well, folks,
I
don't know how that's
big.
supposed to work.
That's big. Fraternization is
Yeah, for sure.
But man, people do it. But.
I mean, you know. But you know, I get it. It is what it is.
It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you anyway. Your story was written to go a different way.
You know.
So how was you like growing up? Was you into the streets?
Not at all. Like I was mama's boy. I love
Okay.
my mama, and she made a point to keep me away from the extra shit. I remember when we moved here, I think I was like 20 at the time, and I asked her if we never left, you know, where would you see me? She was like, you either be dead or you be running the streets. Or you be dead from running the streets. She's like, but you either be dead from running the streets or you would be really running the streets.
Okay.
Like, but even though when she said that, I was like, damn. She was like, you always find a way around money and, you know, a couple other things. I'm like, okay, I see that. That makes sense. I feel that. But at the same time, it's like, my thought process is different. Like, a lot of these dudes that be in the gangs doing the street shit, they just do what the man tell them, what the nigga tell them, and they go do it, and they be sitting there looking dumb as hell when the law come and they come grab them like, nah, we want you. You did this work. You put this work in. We don't want your big homie. We want nobody else. We want you.
And they try and talk their way out of it.
And then they get snitching,
and then they still go to steal.
Right, and now you got more heat on you because you done dropped some dimes on some niggas, all type of shit. Nah, I always been I've been a thinker, and I'm just saying I ain't never been caught doing nothing.
So, being that you've been a thinker, how you end up punching people in the face?
So
because I know a little something, but
my family in Houston, it had been maybe 30 years since I seen them. I was on tour and I pulled up in Houston and I pulled up on them. I brought the belts with me. The first set of belts I had, I pulled up on them.
No, hold on. No. We talking about, bro. You can't have belts already. When did you start punching people in the face?
All right. I'm gonna get to that. So they like when I met them, they was like, man, that's crazy. You getting paid to fight. You've been fighting since you used to live with us when you was 3 years old, 4 years old. You beating up kids in the neighborhood.
Just okay. So that's what we trying to get at. To like, you was a shorty.
Like
you was a shorty.
What do you remember the first time? Whooping somebody like how you? Because look, we all done had fights, fist fights, and you know we all think we pretty damn good. Listen, anybody listen. I know I got some hands. I ain't never found myself bare knuckle boxing and winning chips. So, you know what I'm saying? And how did that, you know, like, what was that like?
I don't remember none of my childhood fights.
Okay.
Middle school, couple of them here and there, nothing too serious.
High
school is when I really got active. Like, it got to a point.
Where'd you go?
In Sacramento, it was a school called Wood Creek High School.
Okay.
Went there for 3 years. So, in my group, guys, I'm fighting everybody. I don't care who it is. You fighting? Don't worry about it. I got you. You just stand right here.
Right.
Oh, you fighting? Cool. It's niggas bigger than me. I'm taking their fights. The little nigga. I'm protecting everybody in the circle.
I can see that.
Just because I love to fight. It's fun to me. It ain't. We gonna duke it out after it's over. We going about our way. We ain't never gotta talk again. If you want to talk, shake hands, chop it up, crack jokes, we can do all that too. It don't make a difference to me. I'm here for this. I really enjoy this.
Yeah,
I like that.
I
like that because I'm saying, like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? You get these guys who throw and then they ready to go get something and ready to go kill somebody. You one of them guys, you throw. Hey, you good?
You straight now?
Hey, I'm gonna dust you off. All right.
Let's go pie. Let's go do something else.
Yeah.
That's over with.
So, being that you was fighting mainly through high school in Sacramento, you run into any Diaz's out there?
No.
No?
Not that.
I'm talking about the brothers, though, ain't they from Sacramento? What is Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz?
They from Stockton.
You're right. That's like, I got you. I remember.
That's like an hour away from.
Okay, got you.
My bad. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man,
I'm like, Diaz. That's a new game.
He like, oh shit! I probably whooped a couple of them in my days.
Nah, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
about. So who put it in your head like you should take this to the next level? Like,
honestly, nobody. Like, cause I don't really talk to too many people. Like, if you're in my circle, you're in my circle. But I don't really talk to too many people. But I just didn't know what I wanted to do. They're like, man, what you gonna do? What you want to, you get them questions, right? Yeah. Like, what you gonna do in life? I'm like, shit, I know one thing. I want to work a 9 to 5.
Tell me about it.
Do you remember when we met? How we met?
I do not. No.
So, bro, you used to Adriana's.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
So, You know, back then, that's when we was doing the music thing.
Okay.
Shout out my people, Fast Money ENT, Influence.
Okay.
You remember Influence and you remember Entice?
Yeah.
And that was the thing for a while, and we all rock heavy.
Okay.
You always made sure we was good. You know what I'm saying? We connected back then and just, been keeping tabs and just.
Adriana.
Yeah, man. Listen, so I know you got some stories in there because I've been in there at a time or two. So, what you remember from that?
I remember knocking teeth out, breaking jaws, breaking necks, people leaving on stretches.
Mm-hmm.
Adriana's any club in the south suburbs, I didn't body people.
Yeah.
Just being a bodyguard. I mean, being security.
Yeah.
Club.
You do security for like
just really putting people down in there, elbows, and then I was never throwing hands. I'm hitting with elbows, strong. Mm-hmm. It's like a baseball bat when I swing.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
I heard that.
You can't swing those. You can't swing those in bare knuckles. So.
Nah, and they lucky.
Hey,
really
but
lucky.
I might have seen one or two slip through in a fight or two here and there. But hey, listen.
I get that. My first fight, I definitely it was. Did you? I ain't catch him with it, but I definitely threw a couple in on some slick shit.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, man, that's good though. So being that, how being security in the south suburbs and having to fuck people up here and there, has it ever gotten to a point where you felt like some of that energy was some of that negative energy we seen out there coming towards you? Like, what's the brother that got killed out there? The police shot him in Midlothian, the security guard. The dude shooting, and then the police pulled up. He got on a security shirt, and they shoot him. Yeah, killed the brother.
What was this?
This was maybe a year and a half ago.
What was this at?
Right on Midlothian, over that way. I don't remember the name of the club, but
Midlothian.
Yeah, it was some spot on Midlothian. That's all I remember, because when I hear out south stuff, it's all the same to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm west side, you know what I'm saying? So,
I ain't hear about that. But I mean, I remember there was one fight. There was a college party at a warehouse in Dalton, behind that, right across from Melanie's Fitness. I don't know if you from out west, so you don't know.
Yeah, I'm like
everybody from out south know what Melanie Fitness is.
Right.
It's right across from Melanie Fitness. It's a college party, and we tear the party up. And I mean, I'm dropping people. Mm-hmm. We run outside, me and my boy Vince. We run outside.
And you working at this time, or you was just in the club?
I was just in the club.
Oh, okay,
gotcha. But the promoter, everybody knew
that,
so,
and they know that's
right. And then like all of the hosts, the DJ, we was all like,
gotcha.
So we went outside, chased people outside, and I promised that the guy can't be no more than 20 feet away. And we see the sparks from the gun, but he pointing directly at us. We side by side. He pointing directly at us, but neither one of us got hit.
Blessings.
And I'm like, man, you see the sparks, and we like, boom, boom, and we check each other. Nah, you know what? Yep,
let's go and get up out of here.
We dodged bullets this night.
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. I also saw when you be doing some other work when you're not in the ring. What is it?
I do the bodyguard.
You bodyguard for a few different people, right?
For a few different people.
Yeah, man. I see you with some cats in the city.
They're not my clients, but you
work with the company. What's your partner name? I follow the brother too.
It was DPPA.
Yeah, man. Y'all, I see you brothers moving around with them cats, man, and just they keep a lot around them, so just make sure they good, man.
I legit I take pride in that.
Yeah.
These the hottest niggas in the city. Bird, Dirk, Polo G once upon like these some of the hottest niggas in the city that they got heat, and the fact that I get that call to come move with them and make sure they protected.
I think about this, but of course you what you say you did in high school.
Protect all.
You know what I'm saying? That was the first thing I thought, and that's what you're still doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you take pride in it. So that's your thing. Yes.
While my pops was in the service, and once he got out of service, he was in the security field. And I had no idea that prior to about 2 years ago.
You know what I'm saying?
Told me, this is what your daddy did. And this,
bro, listen, genetics is a real thing, dog. Yes, that shit, like those mannerisms, those things that you just naturally do, that shit that you carry. You don't know why you like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just know you like real shit. So that shit matters, man. Hell yeah. Hey, real shit. That's what's up, man. So, When the next? I know you just regained the belt.
Wait, let's
you're right. You got.
What got you to join Ben?
Started doing MMA in 2007. Right. I'm at the house in Dalton, in the basement, watching Ultimate Fighter on TV.
Mm-hmm. What year you think this is?
2007.
Okay.
I know I could do this shit. I fought for everybody growing up. I wrestled in high school, so I Googled a gym and got into it. Had my first fight December 2007, and never looked back ever since. Fast forward, I'm living in Vegas, 2017, and I get an email or I get a message from a fight promoter on the East Coast. He like, there's this trial coming out. You know, I want you to come out. Yada yada. Here's the info. So at that point in time, it was either buy a flight to Philly or pay my light bill. I didn't pay my light bill. I bought that one-way ticket, slept in the airport, went to the chart the next day, did my thing. Like, I know I got hands, I know I could fight, did my thing.